70% possession, 27 shots, 0 goals. That's not a typo. That's Spain, the second best team on the planet, against a team ranked 67th in the world. A team whose star player, and I want you to sit with this for a second, was discovered on LinkedIn. And it ended 0-0. If you think this was bad luck, you are about to learn something that's going to change the way you watch every single game for the rest of this World Cup. Because this wasn't luck. This wasn't a fluke. This has a name. It has happened at every World Cup in history, and Spain just walked right into it with their eyes wide open. This is the favorites' trap, and nobody's talking about why it works. Football fans love to say the best team won or the best team lost. But here's the truth that the result sheet never tells you. In football, especially at a World Cup, the best team and the winning team are very often not the same team. And it's not random. It's psychological, it's mathematical, it's been happening since 1950, and it just happened again to Spain. So let's break down exactly what happened, why it happened, and why it is going to keep happening to every single favorite left in this tournament. Spain walked into this match as one of the most feared sides in the world, ranked second globally, expected to dominate, expected, frankly, to win comfortably. Instead, they ran into a wall, literally. 10 outfield players, all behind the ball, all compact, all refusing to give Spain a single yard of space. The result was a stat line that looks almost fictional: 70% of the ball, 27 shots, and not one of them found the net. To put that into perspective, Spain have now gone 25,500 passes since their last World Cup goal. 25,000. That number alone tells you this isn't a one-game problem. This is a pattern repeating itself in real time. And in the middle of that frustration, Spain turned to their secret weapon, Lamine Yamal, 18 years old, arguably the most exciting young talent on earth right now. The moment he stepped onto the pitch, he looked like the best player on the field. And it still didn't matter, because individual brilliance does not break a wall. Only space breaks a wall. And the underdog's entire game plan was built around one single idea: give Spain nothing to attack. Here's the part most commentators never explain properly. When a giant faces a minnow, both teams walk onto the pitch with completely different objectives. The favorite is trying to win. The underdog is trying to not lose. And those two goals require completely different skill sets. To win a football match, you need creativity. You need risk. You need to break down a well-organized defense, which is one of the hardest things to do in the entire sport. But to not lose, you just need 10 bodies in the right shape, standing in the right places, refusing to move out of position. That's it. That is dramatically easier to execute than attacking football, and it's why a team ranked 67 places below their opponent can still walk away with a point. When 10 players stand between you and the goal effectively disappears. There is no gap to exploit. There is no space to run into. You can have all the talent in the world, and it will not matter, because talent needs room to operate. Take away the room, and you take away the talent's biggest weapon. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The pressure in this scenario is not on the underdog, it's on the favorite. Everyone in the stadium expects Spain to win. The pundits expect it, the fans expect it, Spain themselves expect it. So when the goals don't come in the first 10 minutes, then the 20th minute, then the 40th, panic starts creeping in. And panic is where the real damage happens. The more a favorite attacks without scoring, the more frustrated they get. The more frustrated they get, the worse their decision-making becomes. Passes get rushed. Shots get forced from bad angles. Players start trying to do it all themselves instead of trusting the system. The underdog doesn't even need to do anything else at this point. The favorite starts beating themselves. This is not a Spain problem. This is a World Cup tradition. Go back to 2022. Argentina, ranked first in the entire world, lost their opening match to Saudi Arabia, ranked 51st. Argentina went on to win the whole tournament, but they fell into the exact same trap first. Go back to 2018. Germany, the defending world champions, lost to South Korea and were eliminated in the group stage. One of the most shocking results in the competition's history. Go back even further to 1950. Brazil, playing at home, in front of 200,000 of their own supporters, the single biggest favorite the World Cup had ever seen at that point. They lost the final to Uruguay, at home, in front of their own people. The pattern never changes. The bigger the favorite, the harder they fall, because the favorite has everything to lose, and the underdog has absolutely nothing to lose. And that's the part that makes this so beautiful and so brutal at the same time. Nothing to lose is the most dangerous mindset in all of sport. A player with no fear takes risks that a favorite would never dare attempt. A 40-year-old second-division goalkeeper suddenly plays the match of his entire career because for 90 minutes he has nothing to be afraid of. He gains 5 million followers overnight because the entire world falls in love with that story instantly. And why do we love it so much? Because deep down, every single one of us wants to believe the giant can fall. We want to believe that effort, heart, and unity can stand toe-to-toe with talent and ranking and reputation. That's not just football, that's human nature. That's why we keep coming back to this sport. Year after year, World Cup after World Cup. Spain will almost certainly still qualify from this group. Let's be honest about that. But something far more dangerous than a dropped point just happened. Every single team left in this tournament just watched the tape. They just learned that Spain can be frustrated, Spain can be stopped, Spain can be pulled into the trap. And in a knockout competition, where one bad night ends your entire World Cup, that knowledge might be the most dangerous weapon of all. The favorites' trap is real, and it is waiting for every giant left in this tournament. The best team does not always win. Sometimes, the best team beats itself with no help required, and the rest of us just get to sit back and watch it happen. If this breakdown opened your eyes to something you've never noticed before, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel more than you know. And if you're not subscribed yet, we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Let's hit that number together. Drop a comment and tell me which underdog story from World Cup history is your favorite. I read every single one. The game hasn't changed. You have. You're welcome.